is those pretty days on the AT. And the best time to be crossing a big open space is always right when you start hearing thunder. So we're gonna get out of here, drop down in elevation a little bit, get back in the trees where it's a little safer, and yeah, hopefully we get to the shelter before we get too soaked. So check the weather report, and it was supposed to hold off until tomorrow. But I guess this is a scattered shower type afternoon thunderstorm that isn't really as forecastable maybe. Or it kicked out and gave me a different town nearby that didn't have the right forecast for my area. So should have checked the AT shelter weather website. Just found a shoe, size 12. It fell off going this way, and it kind of looks like it might be, what's his name? Rain Man. Looks about right for him. They're not gonna know where they dropped it, so I'm gonna just leave it at the shelter. It'll be better. Hear an ambulance in the background. Not too far from the road here. Cool rock formation though. This is the shelter I stayed at last night. I slept down here, nice and dark. Someone was saying they think that this big A-frame type tin roof with the double layer, it's like an echo chamber for the snoring. It was pretty loud last night. Some of the shelters will have the next shelters posted, you know. So Deer Lick, that's probably where I'll end up tonight if I'm feeling a little slow. Got signs for ticks and things. Usually a broom to sweep out shelters. One of the nice ones, you got a picnic table. And last night we had probably 30 Boy Scouts camped all the way down here. And it was pretty cool. They were pretty nice. And one of the problems was up here on the food bag line, you can see there's like a tattered orange thing. One of the cables got frayed, and people's food bags had gotten stuck. A little bit here, I'm gonna put this back on, and I'm gonna make my way to Penmar Park. Mason-Dixon line should be nice. All right, so here is an example of how the trail's not just like flat ground like it was earlier in Maryland all the time. Like you have to pick your way through this stuff, and it's like, where is it, you know? There's a blaze over there, and then we ended up going like this way, and the trail actually goes that way. It's like, you know, and then it opens up again, it's more clear, but it's kind of funny. We just rolled up on Penmar Park. This is the Pennsylvania-Maryland border. Loads of picnic tables, playgrounds, swings, and a fairly decent view. I think the sign's a little off, but this is getting pretty close. Going northbound, you get a little closer to the official halfway point going north from here. The sign might be old. I think it's shifted around a little bit. They change the trail every year or so. So we're gonna go in here and maybe order some pizza, maybe get some concession food, even though it's expensive in this town. So here we got the Mason-Dixon line, and it's important that you know that once you cross this line, you gotta change the way you talk so that the locals don't know that you're from the South, right? So we're gonna go across here, and all of a sudden we're just gonna be from New York, you know what I'm saying? Everything's gonna be fine. 10% chance of rain, my behind. But the bivvy didn't even have to work to keep me dry because the poncho tarp did an excellent job. See that dry line right there? So you guys saw camp from last night. We were about to push on the 1.5 miles or whatever it is, maybe a mile to the next shelter, but it got to be like 10 o'clock. We hung out last night and ate wings and ordered pizza delivery, you know, from a place called Bobby D's that delivered. They were 1.5 miles away. Pretty cool. Waited out most of the rain, which actually it was pretty light stuff, and we could have hiked to the shelter earlier in the day, but ended up having fun. There was live music at the park, right there, Penmar Park, near the state line. Crossed over into Pennsylvania. Very cool. Done with West Virginia. Small state. Took a long time due to all the injury and all that stuff, but update on that. Still wrapping the knee with the ace bandage very lightly. I don't want to have it too tight and affect my gait, my walking stride at all. But a little extra support, and it's feeling really good. So having a little, you know, normal tightness in the heels. I'm gonna have to massage the calves a little bit up here at this shelter where I'm meeting up with my new hiker friend. Yes, Songbird has made a friend. It's a guy who hiked in 2015, and he doesn't really want to be in the videos, he stated. So I am not going to put him in them, but very nice guy. And I think we're gonna hike for a while together. He again, he's already through'd, but he is just coming out and enjoying himself. And I'm taking it slow. He just started back at Harper's Ferry, and I think it'll be a good match. We get along. He's a little bit into sci-fi and stuff. Cool guy. So, a little normal soreness happening. That's any beginning of the hike, you know. Been pretty lucky, no blisters. A little bit of allergies going on in the mornings, but last night we camped out, as you saw, wild camping or dispersed camping or stealth camping, whatever people call it these days, just camping. Not at a shelter, and it rained pretty consistently and at times pretty heavily, and I had my setup in like a kind of modified cave setup. And if you've seen on my blog, the cave setup, it's like cave. You have a little opening, and then the shelter is closed in on 3 sides. It looked like I picked the wind direction properly for the storm to come in, because I had the very straight, dry line where the shelter overhung, and there was room for me to sit up in there last night before bed. So it was pretty well pitched. I was gonna go for a asymmetrical hold-in pitch, but it was just not really gonna fit in that little space that I found there next to that tree. So anyway, should be a beautiful day. Shouldn't have any rain today. But a little cooler, at least until noon or so. And we're gonna go up here and get to the next shelter, get some water, maybe eat a little more breakfast, and continue on into what has so far been a very pleasant Pennsylvania.